Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English story. Have you ever worked really hard, but still felt like you're not getting ahead? In this story, you'll discover the simple but powerful lessons they learned about saving, growing money, and changing their future. Let's dive in. Bansir was a chariot maker. Every day, he worked hard with his hands, building wheels and fixing carts. But no matter how much he worked, his pockets stayed empty. His small house was plain, and sometimes he worried if he'd have enough to eat. One afternoon, his friend Kabi, who played music in the streets, came by. Seeing Bansir sitting quietly, Kabi asked, "Why do you look so sad?" "Bansir?" Bansir sighed. "I don't get it. We work all day, but we're still poor. Why doesn't money stay with us?" Kabi nodded. "Yeah, I feel the same. I play music every day, but I never have much saved." They thought about their rich friend Arkad, who used to be like them. Now, Arkad lived well and never worried about money. "Maybe Arkad knows something we don't," said Kabi. "Let's go ask him." Bansir said, "I want to learn how to keep money, not just work for it." And so, they made a plan to visit Arkad and learn the secrets to being rich. Moral: hard work alone isn't enough to be rich. You also need to learn how to save and grow your money. The next morning, Bansir and Kabi walked through the busy streets of Babylon to Arkad's house. It was big and bright, full of laughter and warmth. Arkad welcomed them with a smile. "Welcome, my friends. What brings you here today?" Bansir spoke up. "Arkad, we work hard every day, but we never seem to have enough gold. How did you become so rich?" Arkad laughed kindly. "I was once like you, working hard but poor. But then I learned something very important. It's not just about earning gold, it's about keeping it and making it grow." He sat them down and shared his first rule. Save at least 1/10 of everything you earn. Don't spend it all. Bansir frowned. "But what if I don't have enough for food or other needs?" Arkad nodded. "Start small if you must. But start. Saving even a little builds habits. And habits build wealth." Kabi's eyes lit up. "So saving is like planting a seed?" "Yes." Arkad smiled. "A seed grows into a tree, and that tree gives you fruit every year." Bansir and Kabi listened carefully. They realized that their problem wasn't working hard, it was never learning how to handle their gold. They promised Arkad they would start saving, no matter how little. Moral: saving money regularly, even a small amount, is the first step to building wealth. Arkad leaned in and said, "Saving is just the start. Your gold needs to work for you." Bansir looked confused. "How can money work?" "It just sits in my pouch." Arkad smiled warmly. "Imagine your gold as a tiny worker. If you leave it sleeping in your pouch, it stays still. But if you put it to work, like lending it, investing in a business, or buying tools, it starts to earn more gold." Kabi asked, "But what if I lose it?" "Good question," said Arkad. "You must be careful and wise. Never risk what you can't afford to lose. Learn from others, seek advice, and don't be greedy." Arkad then told them about the power of patience. Money grows slowly, like a tree. You water it, wait, and watch it bloom over time. Bansir and Kabi felt inspired but also understood that becoming rich wasn't magic. It was about learning, patience, and discipline. They left Arkad's house with new hope and a plan. Save a little, protect it well, and let it grow wisely. Bansir and Kabi looked at their small coins differently. Before, they saw just a few coins. Now, they saw seeds for the future. Bansir started setting aside a small part of his earnings each day. Sometimes it was hard. Sometimes he wanted to spend it on small treats or gifts. But he remembered Arkad's words and saved anyway. Kabi did the same. He even started asking other musicians about how they saved and grew their money. Slowly, he learned about lending coins to friends who had small businesses, earning a little extra back. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. Their piles of gold grew slowly but surely. More important than the coins was the confidence they built, the belief that they could control their future. One evening, they met again by the wall outside Banser's house. But this time, their faces were bright with hope. "We're not rich yet," Kabi said, smiling, "but we're on the way." Banser nodded. "It's not just about gold. It's about learning, patience, and believing in ourselves."
Moral.
Building wealth takes time and patience, but every small step counts. Years later, Banser and Kabi weren't just chariot builders or musicians struggling to make ends meet. They were men who understood money, how to save it, grow it, and respect it. They still worked hard, but now their hard work had a purpose beyond just getting by. They dreamed bigger, planned wiser, and helped others learn the same lessons. One day, sitting by the city wall where their journey started, they smiled. "We've come far," said Banser. "But the real treasure is not just gold," said Kabi. "It's the knowledge and patience we gained along the way." They knew the road ahead still had challenges,
But now,
they walked it with confidence and hope. True wealth isn't just about having money, it's about learning how to manage it, growing it patiently, and sharing what you've learned. The end, a new beginning. Banser and Kabi's story teaches us something simple but powerful. Hard work alone won't make you rich, but learning, saving, and patience can. It's not about sudden wealth, it's about small steps. Every day, toward a better life. And when you take those steps, you're not just building gold, you're building yourself. Lesson summary.
1.
Work hard, but work smart. Hard work alone doesn't create wealth. Learning about money matters too.
2.
Save regularly. Set aside at least 10% of your income, no matter how little, to build good habits. 3. Make your money work. Invest wisely and patiently. Money grows slowly, like a tree.
4.
Be patient and consistent. Wealth doesn't come overnight, but with steady effort, it grows.
5.
Knowledge is treasure. Understanding how money works is the most valuable asset. Thank you so much for listening. If this story touched your heart, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Until next time, keep dreaming and never stop noticing the beauty around